Hello, my name's Susie Keenan, and this is my business, Brown and Green. I'm a Harper Adams graduate. I did the agri-food marketing business studies degree course. I started Harper in 2000, and I was technically a mature student. I was 21, so I'd done a bit of travelling and a bit of thinking about what I wanted to do, and had decided that the agri-food marketing course was for me. I came from a rural background, and through my travels had got more and more passionate about food and local food. So it was definitely the right course for me. When I finished Harper, I actually worked for Wire for Harper, sort of related, based at Harper Adams for Women in Rural Enterprise. I was relocating with my partner to Gloucestershire, Herefordshire, Worcestershire area, and there was an opportunity to be the network officer for Wire. So I worked with women who were setting up businesses, running businesses, trying to offer them support, help, advice, signposting. So that was a major factor then for me in setting up my own business. So I left Wire to do exactly that, inspired by those women that I worked with. So I approached a local garden centre about opening a little farm shop there. My husband is involved in growing fruit, and we'd actually met during my Harper Adams placement in the strawberry industry. So it was an opportunity to sell local fruit that I had access through him. So we opened a little farm shop at the local garden centre, and I worked there 7 days a week, loved it, threw my heart and soul into it really, with help from my mum and my husband. And the garden centre was actually bought by a bigger company, which was a very worrying time for us because we didn't actually have a formalised lease. And I thought this big company was going to buy the garden centre and whip up my farm shop and say, thank you very much, we'll have all those sales and you can leave. So we approached them very worriedly and said, what's going to happen to us? Are you going to kick us out? And they said, no, one of the main things we love about the garden centre is your shop. And if things go well, we'd like to talk about working together in the future. So that was a company called Blue Diamond. And we now have a partnership. Brown and Green is a partnership between my husband and I, Shepherd's Farm Shop, and Blue Diamond Limited. So the ability to open this shop and our new store at Derby has come out of that partnership. So Brown and Green holds many of the same ethics as my original farm shop, but it's deliberately not called a farm shop because we're now not based near our own farm, and we thought very hard about what our standpoint is and what our ethics are. And our strapline is local, ethical and artisan food. And I described that as sort of one of those graphs with 3 circles that overlap. So hopefully everything in this store is either local, ethical or artisan, and our ideal product is all 3 right in the middle. So that's what we try to focus on. We also have a very big store here, and to benefit the local producers, we like to provide a full shop. And what I mean by that is it's no good for the local chicken producer if people come to do a shop here and they can't buy everything they need to make a curry because we're not selling tomatoes because they're not in season. So people have to be able to do a whole shop. So we will source a complete range so that you can do a whole shop. But where things are available locally, then that's what we prioritise, and that's always what we promote, always promoting the local produce above. We always prioritise that above anything else. So that's what we're passionate about. We're passionate about great service in hopefully an inspiring, vibrant atmosphere with local produce. I use elements of what I learnt at Harper every day in my own business, because running your own business, you do a bit of everything. You have to be good at everything. You have to understand to a certain degree. You can't necessarily be an expert in everything, but to a certain degree you need to understand all elements of your own business. So I'm not a natural mathematician, and the financial sort of modules weren't my sort of where my natural abilities are, but I'm very glad that I did them. On the other hand, I do all my own marketing. I don't employ anybody to do marketing for my business, because that's the part of the element that I really enjoy, and I use all the practical skills that I learned during my Harper Adams years every day. I'm always thinking about the marketing mix, the business environment, and I'm regularly writing press releases and things that I learned at Harper, so it's definitely been useful. We also maintain strong links with Harper now, and we actually employ a Harper graduate who manages our new Derby store, who we were put in touch with through Harper. We always use the careers service for advertising our vacancies, and we also still work with the marketing group at Harper Adams in terms of projects. So we've recently just had a market research project done for us, looking into a site for a new store in the southeast.